Chat, I'm actually on time today. Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me, chat? We're here. We're ready. What is crack-a-lackin'? Welcome to stream. What's going on, chat? Been a very busy week, so I haven't been on much, but we are here. I don't really know what we're doing today. Edge of Eternity's come out on Tuesday, so I don't really have much to do. So I thought maybe we'd start by going through the spoiler and just make note of all the things we want to brew, even though I probably won't have the wild cards to do so. And then we have a few decks that I've been messing with. We have 16 Silence Mono White, Sphinx's Tutelage, Water Crystal Woodlands combo, Blue-Black Teachings, and I just updated Red-White Balloon Man Celebrant combo today, which is kind of hot. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's what I think we'll do today. All right, nothing crazy. We're just gonna hang out. We should have a fun stream on Tuesday. But in the meantime, we're just hanging, chat. So I have Scryfall up and going on my other screen, but I just kind of want to go through and we'll ooh, we also got to clear out the decks, chat. We got a lot of decks in here, but we'll probably do that when Edge releases. But these are a lot. We've brewed quite a few fun things this season, huh? But anyways, let's go through and chat a little bit here. We're not gonna go too in depth. This isn't like a set review or anything. These are just cards that I see that I want to play with. So like number one, we're definitely gonna build Cruel Captain Tesserator. So I think we'll just sort of, I don't know what we'll do, chat. I think we'll just title each deck so that we have something to go off of. And look at that. Boom. Now we know. Oh, I didn't even put a comma in there, chat. Am I an idiot? Yes. But we'll start there. What else is interesting? Anti-causal vestige. Return target non-creature mana value acts or maxes the amount of mana spent to cast a spell. That's kind of fun, huh? Gets back a 3-drop. This one gives you double tokens. Focus Fire. I do like Hard Light Containment, but not sure that's not something we can build a deck around. Lightstall Inquisitor. I do want to build like a taxes list. I think that would be fun. Lightstall Inquisitor. That's not how you spell. Why is my cursor all weird? Alright. So far, so good, chat. We're just making note of things. I do think Lumen class Frigate's pretty good. Frigate, chat. Especially with, like, you could go turn 1 Inquisitor, turn 2 this, tap it, suddenly your Inquisitor is a 3-2. Probably not incredible, but something to keep in the back of our mind. Don't really care about any of the other spaceships, I don't think. This Scout for Survivors is interesting, but we don't have Walking Ballista in Historic, so I don't know if it really matters to us that much. So we're just gonna keep moving on. 2 more tap creatures, put a counter on target creature, remove things you did to tap things. Nothing crazy. This card's fun. Cryogen Relic. I'm not exactly sure where to put this, but this card's pretty sweet. I also like Cryo Shatter. Again. I do like Emissary Escort. Kind of reminds me of Eldrazi Mimic. I don't think it's going to be nearly as good. But we will make note of it. Destalting Blast. Data Storm Titan. I do like that we got all these jellyfish, chat. What are we going to do with jellyfish? Who knows? Moonlit Meditation definitely seems like a card for the Jank Tank too. Create one of our tokens. You may instead create that many tokens that are copies of enchant permanent. Like, you could just turn 1 Guide, turn 1 Pride, turn 2 Pride, turn 3 Moonlit. Make copies of Pride. It's kind of fun. I feel like that's rather straightforward. I do like Synthesizer Lab Ship. The other thing, maybe... let's add Lab Ship on there. Because I think that... you guys remember Blue Steel? We played that a little bit. But I really... the only thing I really like about the ships, especially if they're cheap, is they play well with... oh, come on, Arena. You can do it. Play well with Throne of the God Pharaoh. Because you can tap your creatures to up their crew costs, and then they lose life. And then you can play, like, Unctus, which also plays pretty well. You could play Smuggler's Copter. But then you can also play, like, Lodestone Golem and stuff like that. So, just an idea, chat. But this card's pretty sweet. Left walking, don't think we care about. Arch Enemy's Charm's pretty sweet. That's pretty cool. A Food with Flash is cool. Depressurize is cool. Grab Kill. Ooh, I don't know what we want to do with Sunset Saboteur, but I do like it. I do like it, chat. How do you spell Saboteur? Throwdown. We could play it in Sarkhan's Unsealing. Timeline Color, I think I saw someone playing that with Sephiroth, which seems pretty good. But do we need it right now? Maybe. We'll come back to it. Vote out. 0 point ballot, blah, blah, blah. Full Bore's pretty good. Bard. X tokens, don't really care about, huh? Melted Moxite's cool too. Memorial Vault's interesting. We're definitely playing Pain for All in a Storm Herald list. We know that one. Let's get rid of these. Cool, cool. Chat, look at all these brews we're gonna do. This is gonna be so much fun. Who knows what we're gonna play on Tuesday? That's on artifact, put a counter on it, then it deals damage equal to its power. That's kind of cool. Tanuk, I'm not crazy thrilled with. Chat, do you think we could play weapons manufacturing in a paradoxical outcome list? Maybe. I don't think we even have... Do we even have paradoxical outcomes? We have one. Chat, we also have Paradox Haze. We didn't talk about that one yet either. But that could be fun. Right? Because every time you bounce, like, if you bounce all your artifacts, then they all deal 2 damage. Which is not when it goes to the graveyard, it's when it leaves. Hot. We know we're gonna play Frenzied Ballast with the Might. Right? But we're gonna play like Sir Farron. Frenzied Ballast, we want to play Scallop. We're gonna play Aspect of Hydra. We know we're gonna play the other little Mighty Boy. Because that seems Nutter Butters. Edge Rover's cute, but probably for a different list. Hemosimic Might is what I'm talking about. Loading Zone's cool. Melstrider's Resolve is very good. I don't know what we'll put it in. I mean, obviously, you would put it in, like, auras. But we don't like playing mainstream decks. But you could play, like, Audacity. I wonder if you could... Chat, you might be able to play, like, mono green. Didn't we build that one time? Didn't we build mono green boggles? We did. Okay. Okay. We could play something like that. Blade Cover Scout. We have Toadstool Admirer as Ward 2. And then what's that other Tower Archer has Hexproof? Right, so you could play these, and then you could also play like Lion Umbra, which everyone forgets we have. I think we played Aspect of Hydra too, because we're already like digging into Devotion. We have Sixth Sense. We have what's that other big one? Ancestral Mask. Look at that, chat. You have mono green boggles. Incredible. What else we got? That card's very good. 2 life, Great Lander, Shadowwing Stride Center. I do like Tapestry Warden. It's actually, I mean, a 3/4 for 4. It's easier to cast than Arcades if we're playing a Walls deck, but we'll see. Draw 2, discard, Death Touch, create a lander, mates robots, create a lander. This Biotech Specialist is pretty hot. I don't know what kind of shell to put it in, so maybe we'll come back to that. Obviously, Infinite Guideline Station is pretty good with Leyline. Whenever you attack, remove a counter. If you do, make it 2/2. This guy's pretty good. Makes everything do a 3/3. Pinnacle Emissary is cool. Regos is cool. Chat, I wonder if you could... There's some cards that gain some pretty absurd amount of life. I feel like Space-Time Anomaly could be actually decent. Bygone Colossus is a card that I like a lot, but I feel like that goes in multiple shells, so we're gonna save that one. So I feel like we're gonna throw that in a few different things. Destroy target non-creature permanent, deals 4 damage to each creature. You can reanimate that with artifact. You could trash for treasure this. It's a pretty decent thing to trash for treasure alongside like Phyrexian Portal, huh? It's non-creature permanent too, so it does blow up lands and wipes out quite a bit. Interesting. Torpedo. Throwing high pull is cool. Don't care much about all those lands. Obviously we get those. Starforge is kind of interesting. And that's really all we got. Okay. That's pretty cool, chat. That's quite a few, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different brews to start with. I'm feeling good, chat. Alright. In that case, let's switch gears. We kind of looked through what we want to jam on Tuesday, and I don't really have too much to do tonight. We're just gonna mess around with random ideas. So I think we're gonna start with 16 Silence. This is a very basic list. But if you're not aware, yes, we have Orum's Chant. Yes, we have Silence. We also have Revel in Silence, which I feel like people forget about, which is the backside of Flamescroll Celebrant. Opponent cast spells or activate Planeswalker's loyalty abilities this turn. Reprieve is just, you know, it could time lock people sometimes. And then we also have Calamity's Wake, which isn't nearly as good because it's only non-creatures. But it does exile all graveyards, which is kind of hot. So we're running all of these 16 Silence effects. Howling Mind to keep our hand filled. Fragment Reality as generic, you know, versatile removal. Union of the Third Path to hedge our life total. 4 Day of Judgment. And then we're playing Approach to the Second Sun as our only win condition. If you're in Discord, I did silence someone 11 turns in a row earlier today. I don't know why they're not loading, but that was hilarious and I loved it. So we'll just play a few games. We got nothing else to do, and then afterwards we'll hop into one of these other 3, but we'll talk about those when we get there. So yeah, I don't think we're really going to keep track of too many things today. I'm not, like, invested in any of these decks. I don't think these are going to break anything. So we're just going to see how many times we can silence people. And guess what, chat? It's going to be fun as fuck. But, chat, I don't know about you, and I know if you're, like, on social media for Magic, like Reddit or any of the things, you probably hear it all the time, but I will say the amount of products that are coming out are actually insane. Just want to put that out there. Like, Edge of Eternities isn't even released, and we're talking about Spider-Man and Avatar. Like, come on, chat. We're at Calamity's Wake on opponent's turn. Just because we can. Not that we need to. We'll see. If he's playing a creature-based list, then this does nothing. But if he's on a burn... Oh, okay, look at that. Force him to play with fire. And we exiled it, chat. That's value. I'll look at another one. We're just trying to gain 4 and draw a card. 5, I should say. Now, the one thing I did notice about this deck is we do kind of need to find a Howling Mine. Ooh, Fragment Reality. Nice, nice, nice. We do find a Radiant Fountain, which is pretty good. I think we're gonna do this. We'll probably spin into something. Or not. We like that. And we could Flamestroll or Calamities there, but I think we're better off just reprieving whatever he decides to play. You know what else is funny, chat, is the first, like, 5 games I played with this, 3 of them had Shieldred in them. And then one of them also had fucking Razorkin. We'll gain 4 here. I think we'll just actually we might just let him play that out so we could Day of Judgment. I think that's our best bet. Unlicensed Hearse. You got it, Super Chief. What did he do? He took a land from us. We're gonna fire off this Calamities Wake on his turn. I know he can eat something here. That doesn't matter. This Unlicensed Hearse is annoying, but we're gonna do this. We'll see if he exiles in response. But that also might make him think that he's safe to cast creatures, in which case we can jam a Day of Judgment next turn. But again, there's a few things we might need to... Like, I also feel like we should be playing, like, a 3-mana something. Okay, we did get him to play his Razorkin. And we get to draw a card. Cool. Alright, let's Day of Judgment. And then I guess we'll Revel him on his upkeep. But that's the thing. You see what I mean? Like, we are running out of gas. The other thing is we could just play the One Ring over, like, Union of the Third Path. Or play both. I don't know. Worm's chance is good, too. Running out of gas, chat. We'll Revel. But how many times have we, I mean, look at us go. We're just silencing left and right. Calamities Wake, chat. We love Calamities Wake. But yeah, I think we need to readjust this a little bit. But like I said, this is just draft 1. Alright. Bad part is we are out of things. So he can indeed play creatures next turn and smack us with a Unlicensed Hearse if he would like to. Calamities Wake is not the best. I guess we could also play Teferi's Protection as like a pseudo... Oh! Chat, we found the silence. Demolition Field. Heck yeah, brother. Reprieve? You know I like reprieving things, chat. I'll reprieve a Chandra. Ooh. You can plus that if he wants. Deal 1 to us, take us to 21. Chat, we found a howling mine. We've done it, folks. What really sucks... Do these get exiled? During the turn you attacked with a road, you may cast that card. Of course he's playing a Braid, chat. Why isn't he? It's crazy the tech that we see when we decide to play Howling Mine in our deck. It's just the old arena ladder board. Ladder board? Leaderboard. And now we get hit for 8, just like we said. We'd love... Oh, that works. I'll fragment his hearse. What? I don't know what Chandra's ult does. Or X's amount of mana spent to cast that spell. We'll Day of Judgment his Needlehead too. But as you can see, we run out of steam pretty fast. So I almost think we have to play the One Ring. And I don't know why I didn't include it in the first place, chat. Oh, he's big red. Okay, Orange Chant's pretty good. Saves us a turn. He can strike us in response. Double strike us in response, plus Chandra, and kill us. We face the dude. We play a deck with 4 main board Howling Mine, and the first deck we face is a guy playing Razorkin, Needlehead, and a Braid. Incredible, chat. Incredible. You know you love to see it. Anywho's, okay. Let's adjust a little bit. I think we have to play the One Ring. I think we gotta play the One Ring, chat. My question, how many lands? We're playing 22. Can we get away with 1 Approach of the Second Sun? Probably not, right? Maybe we drop Union down to 2. And drop like 1 Calamity and 1 Reprieve. That only puts us at 15 silences, chat. Plus 22 lands. It's kind of tight, huh? Trying to play a 4-drop on curve. Let's just see how it goes, chat. There's no rhyme or reason to our decks. Oh, look at that. Fragment, Mine, Reprieve, Double Chance. Does it get any better, chat? And then you just watch me face all the Shieldred decks. Hardened Scales! Holy moly, who does this guy think he is? I do like that art, though. If he's not doing much, we're just gonna set up a Howling Mine real quick here. And then we have 3 Orange Chants in hand. I think we'll be okay, chat. Tifa Lockhart's a good card. Broker's Hideout. Just to do that, then he gets to sack. Do some shenanigans. Alright. Ooh, we find a Day of Judgment. No land, which kind of sucks. But we're just gonna Orm's chant 3 turns in a row as we try and build our way towards a Day of Judgment. Which is hot, chat. But, oh yeah. Speaking of which, Spider-Man, don't really care for so far. Not really impressed. I know it's a small, it's like, what, a medium-sized set, they said? And it's supposed to be more akin to a core set rather than something like Final Fantasy. But, I don't know, chat. I'm not impressed. Okay, we do find the ring. Opponent is Evolving Wilds on my turn, which is interesting. I guess you get the extra counter, but not too worried about it. We'll kick our chance. All right, chat, how many turns is that? It's 2 turns so far in a row. We'll see if they commit to the board anymore. Land off the top would be cool. But we also might just try and play this. Yeah, I think we're just going to play the ring out. Hopefully they're not playing something like Questing Beast. Don't know why they would be in their landfall deck, but you never know. Chat, did I say last stream? I might have mentioned it last stream, but we did make, we made Mythic, as you can see. Since I made Mythic, we've been going downhill real fast. But, we played the Wizard class combo Laboratory Maniac deck. All the way to, I think we entered at like 96%, which was way higher than I thought, chat. Chat, do we want to silence him first, just in case? Just to see what happens. You never know. He could be playing like Heroic Intervention. Yeah, see what I mean? We're not completely dead. I think we're, I mean, we are gonna Revel and silence him. There's a chance we die. He gets to Evolving Wilds, put counter on that, takes it to 8. And then if he plays another land, takes it to 16. And then we just kind of die. Seven, sacks it, 14. He swings at Zacties with us. Now, if we did that the other way, where we Day of Judgment first, and then just Fragment in response, we would have been better off, chat. So we kind of just killed ourselves, you know? Ripperino. We flew too close to the sun, chat. That one's on Plum. That one is on Plum. God, Orange Chant is so satisfying to cast, though. We did play around the correct thing. We just didn't play around it correctly. I was really hoping he just wouldn't have it, and we were just Orms chanting in order to get, like, insurance about it. But he did indeed have it. And that sucks. Not in love with that hand. Not in love with that hand either. Not in love with this hand. Chat, our hands suck. Seagate Tower. Gate 2 C Tower. Plays a land. Interesting. Let's play our Radiant Fountain. 22 life. Can't be beat. Sandstep Citadel. Very interesting. We could start, but I just want to... I mean, he's playing 154 cards, so we know it's a bad deck. But we're going to wait and see. Chat, do you remember there was a Japanese player that played Pokemon Shapeshift? It was a 150 card Shapeshift deck. This was like old school Modern. We're just gonna revel and silence him and his upkeep. We are dinging for Howling Mine or a ring. Opponent plays Gandalf, Friend of the Shire. Chat, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what this does. Am I worried about it? I don't think so. But we are gonna fragment it while he's tapped out and see what he spins into. Stormcatch Mentor. Interesting. We're just gonna fire off a chant in his upkeep. Also, chat, how have we never played Yidra? Like that Golgari food list? Yidra, Eater of All. Cauldron Familiar. I can't believe we haven't brewed that. Opponent plays Growing Rights of Itlamok. What are the other guy? Johnny. This turn Vocalist is kind of cool. Ornithopter, Guide of Souls. Spells you cast. Wow. What does this card do? Whenever another look at the top X cards, stop. You may reveal a creature card that shares creature type. And this is whenever we cast a spell, we lose life or discard a card. I'm into it. Chat, we're going to lose to the 150 card deck. Because that's what we do best. Rona. You got it, Super Chief. What are you guys brewing when Edge of Eternity comes out? Anything fun? What is happening? We're Virtue of Strengthening our Sten. I'm into it, chat. Revel in Silence. I guess we'll fire off a Silence and we'll lose. Oh, we have to? No, okay. We'll lose 5. We'll go to 14. Get 20 up for 3, go to 11. I'd like a Fragment, that'd be fun. So we can kill this Painful Quandary. Second Revel in Silence. I think we will discard the other one. Do not want to go down to 6. Opponent swings at us for 3. We go to 8. Chat, this deck's not doing very well. Which is kind of what we thought would happen. And the main reason I played was just so that we could cast a bajillion silences in a row. But we're going to concede. Bygone Colossus. We don't have Generator Servant, do we? No, I guess not. We do have Arena of Glory, which makes a lot of these warp cards much better. In red, at least. I think there's definitely some spicy brews we can do. Chat, look at it. We have Howling Mine. I love it. Should we silence our opponent on turn 1 just to show them what they're messing with? Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, chat. That was totally worth it. They played a tap land turn 1. Incredible. Nutrient Lich. Cleansing Wildfire. Interesting. Do we want to play second? I don't think we want to play second mine yet. We'd like to find some lands here. Calamity's Wake is great, because we get to exile that Omniscience he just put in the graveyard. So it works out for us. We are so good at this game, chat. Chat, can you see that new... Oh, can you see it? Look at right here. There's a new lamp. I bought... Wait. There's a new lamp over here. It's pretty cool. I got it at Goodwill today. It was $6. That's a freaking bargain, boys. Alright. Let's get some stuff going. We love that. Let's play second Howling Mine. We're going to Revel in Silence on his upkeep. He has a shift. He's on Jun Woodlands. I don't know what he's playing black for. But that is scary. He can Ulamog and Annihilator us. That ice just melts in my mouth. Nutrient Block's kind of cute with Phylactery Lich. Problem with Lich, though, is it's just a 5/5. Doesn't do a whole lot for us. We've seen Aspiring Spike play some Rottenmouth Viper lists in Modern, which is cool. I like that card a lot. We've never played with it before, but I do like it. What else are people jamming? Chat, we need something. No one's brewing Edge of Eternity's historic decks. These are all boring. Alright, we do find a Radiant Fountain. We'd like another Calamity's Wake. Fragment works too. Let's Radiant Fountain ourselves. Fragment at least gets rid of his God Pharaoh, but we have to make sure we hold control, right? We don't want to let him go into combat. Vision of Searching Light of Graveyard Instant Sorcery. What are we doing here, chat? Bum, 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 bum. You know what else is crazy is like this is also like early access, right? For Edge of Eternities. And I don't think I've watched maybe one person play Edge of Eternity stuff while it was going on this week. Opponent does not activate Woodlands, which is interesting. That gives us another turn to find Calamity's Wake, which would be very nice. Let's see what we can spin off of these two Howling Mines. We get 3 looks here. We do find Approach to the Second Sun, which we are not safe to cast yet, but we do find a 1 ring, which is even better. So let's jam that. I don't like it. I love it, love it, love it. Alright, is he woodlanding here? Sure seems like it. But is he just gonna... He's gonna go for God Pharaoh, right? Or is he gonna straight for Ulamog? Alright. So we exile the God Pharaoh's Gift, which is good for us. Saves us a turn. He could spin into something. Haywire Might's fine. We have Rain plus Double Mine. I don't think we're lacking card advantage here. He finds other Ulamog. Did he play land for turn? I don't think so. We are still looking for a Calamity. You know, the one card that we... Oh, okay. We do find an Orm's Chant. Let's draw 2 cards off of this. Oh, there we go. I guess we could have done that on his upkeep, but that's okay. Let's discard a Day of Judgment and an Aganjo. Now we can start setting up for an approach. Into second approach. Cascading Cataracts. He does not have second Woodland, which is nice. How much mana do we have? Next turn, we have enough to approach. Destroy 3 that accept their 3/3s in addition to their other types. I'm into it. You do that. Swing us for 1. You got it. All right. We have enough to Orange Chant here? I think so. This is an interesting card. Is that the only reason he's playing black? And what does this do for him? Choose target land. 3/3 creatures in addition to their other types and their vigilance. Chat, does this combo with something? Am I stupid? Makes him indestructible lands, but is that like his plan B? To play. Alright, I'm into it, chat. I'm into it. We can approach and then silence him. We still take a bunch. But I think that's fine. We're going to discard Day of Judgment, and then his upkeep will cast Silence. He's going to eat my ring. Love it. Don't know why he wouldn't swing at me first for the extra point of damage, but that's okay. You never know. Chat, how many silences have we casted? Not that many. 1, 2, that's a lie. 3, 4. We've only casted 4 so far, chat. We're doing great. Opponent swings at us for a whole bunch. At this point, we know we have this coming up in 6 cards. And I'm assuming we will draw into more relevant cards as we go. There's another Howling Mine. There's a Calamity's Wake. Radiant Fountain here. He has 4, 8. He does have enough mana to actually cast Ulamog. So we definitely have to Orm's Chant him here. It would be real nice to draw into a Reprieve. But we don't really need it. I think during our turn, before we cast it, we'll hit Calamity's Wake just in case he has something stupid in hand. But we did just find our reprieve, so I guess I'm not worried about it. Like, do you think he has a counterspell of some sort? No. Chat, we did it! We silenced our opponent a million turns in a row, and they died. Incredible. Incredible. What do we think? That felt better. I think the ring is just better, right? I still like Union of the Third Path. I think only 3 Calamities Wage is fine. You probably even go to 2 and just play 14 Silence, but anything less than 14 is... What's the point, am I right? Am I right, chat? Snag your TwitchCon ticket now before prices increase. You think I'm invited to TwitchCon? Never. Alright, what do we got? We have a Calamities Wake, we have a Silence, and then we have 2 draw engines. 2 lands kind of rough, especially since we can't Revel, but I think we're fine with it. How is the Jank Tank today? You know, Space Spiffman, it's alright. I don't have anything I'm, like, invested in today. So, we're kind of just chilling until we, get Edge of Eternities on Tuesday. So we're just messing with random shells today. Opponent is on 4 colors so far. And they're also playing a big deck with no Yorion. So, what does that mean? Who knows? Chat, riddle me this, Batman. Why, oh why, have we been facing decks with Sprawling Trawler and Razorkin, Needlehead, and the like? Everywhere. I don't get it. New set drops on Tuesday. I think we're just going to play Second Mind. So, chat, if I fragment this, is it going to spin into a Bowmaster? No. It spins into a Duelist. I'm telling you, dude. People say that the matchmaker isn't rigged, and it's not rigged, but they definitely pair you against decks in order to try and keep you at a 50% win rate. Before I started playing this deck with 4 mainboard Howling Mines, I haven't ran into Shieldred or Needlehead or Duelist or Crawler in like months. To be fair, I think we're going to get rid of Calamity's Wake. To be fair, we are in the depths of Mythic. But yes, Space, we get new set on Tuesday, which I am very excited for. Are we just blowing up his board, or are we jamming this ring? I think we're just going to jam the ring and see if we can get him to commit just a little bit more. But that's what we did at the beginning of stream. I don't know if you were here or not, but we just went through the whole set for Edge of Eternities and just wrote down all the cards we want to brew with. Curious to see impact of Strip Mine. Me too. Me too. We have we crafted some of this stuff that was craftable ahead of time. Like we were playing with Darkness. I don't think I crafted Green Sun Zenith because I was out of cards, but Strip Mine, I mean, especially with Ancient Tomb and the like Eldrazi's got to just, I don't know, it's got to be, Timeless has got to be crazy. Combo decks can play Ancient Tomb to speed up their combo by at least a turn, which is gross. Plus, you have Magus of the Moon now, so I mean, I would hope a prison-style deck becomes better. Not that prison is, like, fun gameplay-wise, but at least to keep the other decks in check. Chat, this is a new... What is happening? He's flashing in Fairy Mastermind? just to draw cards. Okay, I like it. We are going to Day of Judgment you, though. That sucks for you, huh? Big time. And then his upkeep, we're going to Orange Chant him. And then between Double Howling Mine, Ring, and whatever else we have, you're going to Test of Talents, and you're going to realize my deck is just all silences. But, yeah, I'm sure Timeless is going to get a little... It's already degenerate, but I'm sure it's going to get more degenerate than it already is. Which is kind of the reason we don't really play Timeless anymore. Is Gemstone Caverns worth playing in regular decks for Historic? You know, I don't know. Traditionally, a lot of those... Like, Gemstone's Caverns was played in combo decks that don't want to lose that much speed on the draw. Right? So, like, Ad Nauseam used to play it. So that if they're on whatever, they can still keep up and combo off on turn 3 or 4. I mean, kind of depends on the deck. Oh, that's a good draw. Like, Ruby Storm could play it. Not that Ruby Storm is that good. I'm just trying to fragment this Saboteur and see. Does he spin? Does he play 1-drops? Beautiful. Of course he doesn't. Let's play second Howling Mine, and then we're just trying to do a regular Old Silence during his upkeep. He can Test of Talents that, too, if he wants. But I don't think it's ever played as, like, a 4-of, right? And sometimes it's even jammed in the sideboard. But I could see it. I mean, it's a pretty low opportunity cost in Historic. You can play 1 in most decks that, like, want that extra speed. Eldrazi could play it pretty easily. Opponent is going to make us each draw and discard. Chat, we are at 13. We are going to Union, we might just approach next turn. But we are just at 6. Plus, we don't know if opponent has more Test of Talents in hand. We did see some pauses. Calamity's Wake is good for us. So, what's happening? Alright. So, let's draw some cards. Hit our swans, draw some cards. Ooh, we do find second Union. That's pretty sweet, chat. We go back up to 17. We're gonna discard a Plains. His upkeep, I think we're just gonna Calamity's Wake. If he wants to flash in a creature, sure. Do what you gotta do. But especially if they're a colorless deck. I mean, Gemstone Caverns is basically free. Even Affinity could run it. I'm wondering if the best of one, whatever, persist combo decks are gonna try jamming it just for funsies. Chat, he took my approach to the second sun. What a mean guy. Now we have to go find another one. Oh. Watch him surgical that. That's our literal only win con, chat. We're gonna draw 2 cards. Okay, we found the other one. And we have Day of Judgment. Cool. He could make us lose 3, which he does. Ooh, we do find Fragment, too. And a second ring. Wow. Okay. So let's just approach. Spin this. Do we want to fragment anything? I don't think so. We'll just hold on to that. We're gonna actually discard a ring. Take this down to 15. He can at least force one draw discard off of us, which hits us for 5. So we go down to 10. We take 2 from the ring, go to 8, at least. Or I guess I should say at most, because I'm sure he can do some other stuff to us. We're gonna fragment that in response. I honestly forgot Cavern's Chasm Stalker. What the heck, chat? What do heck? Whoa, look at this guy. That sucks. He's just dead, right? Oh no, we're dead. We got Raiders waked. Wasn't even paying attention. He wombo comboed us, chat. We're losing to all the Garbo decks because our Garbo deck is more Garbo than our opponent's Garbo decks. I promise you, there is proof in Discord. I promise you, chat. Sorry, that's my Discord. I did silence someone 11 turns in a row today, and it was like doing crack. It was incredible. Anyways, let's move on. We've been going for about an hour on that deck. 15 silences, pretty fun. Is it good? No. Let's play Crystal Woodlands. I wonder if OTC forgot about it too, since they're against fast mana. Yeah, I mean, it's like, it is fast mana, but it's like pseudo fast mana. You know what I mean? Like, it's no Ancient Tomb, for sure. But it is a little different than what they usually jam. Chat! We took the Omniscience shell that people play Shifting Woodlands in, or at least the Simic version. We have played a deck very similar to this on stream before. If I didn't find it. Praven! How do I get like a... Wait, Praven. Praven, hold on! Wait, is there more? Oh, pew! Oh, that one has reverb. What about this one? Thanks, Praven. I appreciate you. You didn't have to do that, but thank you very much. Everything I get from stream goes back into stream. Just so you know. So I'm not going out and trying to buy a new car or something. Plum's poor anyways. But any little bit that you guys donate just goes right back to the stream. So that will help us brew all the things we talked about at the beginning of stream when Edge of Eternities comes out on Tuesday. So thank you. Thank you very much, Praven. That was very kind of you to do that. I appreciate it very much. And I'm glad you enjoy the stream. Maybe I'll buy some Hot Wheels. Yo, chat, when was the last time you bought Hot Wheels, dude? I used to love Hot Wheels as a kid. That shit was gnarly. Chat, did you know I'm not even signed... How do I sign into this thing? You know I'm not even signed in to Upbeat? Upbeat is the, it's what we use for our music. But thank you, Praven. Appreciate you. Anyways, chat, I'm sorry. What were we doing? I got so excited. Praven really rustled my jimmies there. We were just playing 15 Silence. And now we're just kind of playing generic random stuff until Edge of Eternities drops. So There's no rhyme or reason to what we're doing. But if you remember this deck we played a few weeks ago, this is the Simic Shifting Woodlands list that we played Release the Wind plus Bramble Familiar in. Kind of as like a backup to the actual Woodland combo itself. This one with Karn the Creator going to get Ancestral Statue plus the Aetherflux Reservoir combo. But I said, hey, what if we just take that core, and what if we just play the Sphinx's Tutelage Water Crystal combo in there instead? I was playing this the other day in a Saltai shell with Darkness. I was trying to play Turbo Fog. And we haven't played with the Water Crystal Tutelage combo at all yet, so I thought we might as well jam it. So we just took the basics. We're playing Archaeologist and Oracle as our creature diggers, dredgers, millers, whatever you want to call them. We're running Cash Grab plus Rumble, Utopia Sprawl, Consider, Stock Up as our sort of draw, and then we're just playing Tutelage plus Water Crystal. Don't really have any interaction. We're still playing Omniscience, which is actually kind of bad. We don't really need it, but I don't know what else to put there. We could play one Karn. Do we need to? Probably not. But, yeah. If you're not familiar with the combo, this says if you would mill one or more cards, they mill that many plus 4, which means Sphinx's Tutelage, when it triggers, mills 6, which gives you a much higher chance to get these repeat this process clause. So we're hoping to mill our opponent's deck in one go when you have these 2 cards out. And that's the basic game plan. That's what we're going to do. We're just playing it in best of 1. And then for anyone who just popped in, these are all... we're going to... Every season I try to wipe our decks. These are all on Moxfield and stuff and my Twitter. So you'll see all these disappear, but this is what we plan on messing with to start when Edge drops on Tuesday. I'm very excited for Frenzied Baloth and our mono green shell. I also kind of want to play Weapons Manufacturing in a Paradoxal Outcome shell. I don't know how that's going to work, but we're going to try it out. But chat, let's play Water Crystal Woodlands, which will be kind of fun. And then we do have a blue-black Teaching Shell, which looks like garbage, but I kind of want to play it anyways. And then we updated Balloon Man combo, which I guess really isn't a combo. Balloon Man is sorcery speed, but you know what I mean, chat. Also, I don't know if you guys watch Dropout, but check out, I ordered this sweater from them. Kind of fire. Very cozy. Alright, chat, what do we got? Archaeologist, Cash Grab. We have Water Crystal. This would be better if this was Rumble, but I think we can keep. Problem is, like I said, we're not playing interaction, so we're just trying to not die until we can assemble a combo. The fact that opponent is playing Castle Lockdwayne is a good sign. I hope that means they have lots of black cards in their deck. We are just going to play Cash Grab. I know we could have done that. Wow. Okay, that's not what we wanted at all, but that's okay. We could have done that on their turn. But we were trying to hit a land there. But what do you, like I said, what are you guys brewing for Edge of Eternities? A lot of fun stuff coming out. I don't even know what this card does. Turn to a creature of a graveyard to the battlefield. That's cute. It's an engine and a reanimator in the same thing there. So, chat, we are definitely going to get Ulamog real hard next turn, and it's gonna suck. So, let's throw this on here. What are we looking for? We're looking for a tutelage. We find Omniscience and a Rumble. I mean, there's a chance opponent does not have the fourth land, but I'm sure they do. especially when you get to surveil every turn. Now the question is he gonna engine right now, or is he gonna wait for our turn? Is this sorcery speed? Oh, chat, he's got Arden. That sucks for us. Oh, are we about to get Cactuard? Fuck yeah! Oh, it's only a 5-foot. But then it gets pumped. Chat, he didn't even hit us for 10,000. He hit us for 10,004. Damn it. Okay, I'm okay with us dying to a Cactuard. That's pretty sweet. See, that is the one problem I was thinking with this deck is I feel like without interaction, like I keep saying, we're probably real bad. But you know what? That's all right. Yeah, he went out in style. We appreciate that about our opponent. That's what we appreciate about them. Ooh. Lands are a little awkward. But I think we'll try it. We at least get... We'll see. This might be another slow hand. See, now, chat, would you prefer if we actually tried to stay in, like, higher mythic during stream? Because I feel like that'd be make for better content instead of playing random stuff all the time. And playing these 100-card decks. But then we also get to see other people's jank, like ours. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, he's playing a little dinosaur action here. Let's do this for blue. Do we want to double? No, let's just rumble here. And then, ooh. No, we don't need that. We can just grab a land. Because then we can woodland into the water crystal during our upkeep. So actually, we can kill him in, like, hopefully 2 turns. Is this only creature cards? No. Target card in a graveyard. That is not good for us, chat. Let's land. We're gonna rumble again. Let's just pick up another lands. And then let's play... We tap first this for green and blue. And then we can throw this on here for blue. And then we can still tutelage. And then we're going to stop in our upkeep. Let's hope opponent taps out so they can't exile the water crystal in response. Or they tap their intrepid paleontologist, so that's better for us. Okay, chat, are you ready? Are your fingers crossed, chat? Cross them. Clench your cheeks. Clench your cheeks, chat. Let's see if it happens. We do have a consider in hand. Here we go. Mill. Okay. Okay. We're doing it, chat. We're doing it. It's happening. Hey! Chat, we did it. Are you proud of me, chat? Yeah! Oh, you love to see it. Look at that. We didn't even have to cast Consider. We didn't have to jumpstart the combo again. We just milled him out. What is opponent even playing? Just green-red dinosaurs he has in his collection. Fantastic. Ancient Cornucopia. I saw a Jumbo Cactuar, and everyone's playing Cactuars. My favorite Cactuar, I feel like this beginning of the season is cool to be higher, but towards the end, more jank. You right. Woo woo. Come up with a good use for Green Sun Zenith. I don't even think I crafted them yet because I only have 1 rare. I mean, Zenith in general slots into... I can't spell. At all. Ooh, chat, we do have Blue Sun Zenith. I mean, this card's probably real good for Yawgmoth, right? It's gotta be great for Yawgmoth. But me specifically, no. We don't have, like, Dryad Arbor, which kind of hurts. Green Sun... It's just good value, you know? You could play it in any sort of... You could play it in a Maverick style list. I really wish we had, Chat, what's the card that combos with Knight of the Reliquary? Do you know what I'm talking about? And what is the card that combos with this? It's blue, has landfall. Oh, Retreat to Coral Helm. I wish we had Retreat to Coral Helm. Because then you could play, like, a Bant Company list. If you don't know what Coral Helm does, when a land enters under your control, you choose one, tap or untap target creature, or scry one. So you sack a land with Knight of Reliquary, go get another land, retreat, untaps it, so you can go get 20 lands out of your deck. And then you can swing with a big boy. Oracle, Sprawl, Consider, Omniscience. We can try this hand, chat. We have no combo pieces, but we can turn one, Sprawl. But I'm sure it will slot into green-based, you know, value decks. Should we just Woodland or Tutelage right away? I think so. And then we can Oracle next turn. There is a, sorry, I feel like I'm talking real fast and real loud, chat. I promise I'm not on drugs. I just like that you guys are here. I haven't been on very much this week, because, life's been hit me hard recently, you know? Let's Oracle, let's discard this Omniscience. Mill him 2. We can Vista. Let's go get a blue source. That's what? 2, 3. Do I want to keep this cash grab? I kind of do, right? And then we get to mill him again. Oh my gosh, chat. Look at the value. Chat! Look at the value. We didn't even have the water crystal out. We just milled him for like 10. Oh my Lanta. But there is a list. Where is it? Sorry, what is our opponent doing? I want to draw and discard. We find a stock up. Let's no, let's keep stock up. Let's get rid of breeding pool. Smacks us for that. Okay. So, chat, we can do a few things here. Let's go here. Did he didn't exile anything, did he? No. Let's Woodland our Omniscience. Let's cash grab first. See if we can find a crystal. We don't, but we did find a tutelage. Let's play tutelage. We're looking for a crystal, baby. There's our crystal. And there's our oracle. Alright, this should be GG's. And then we draw a card. We'll take a rumble. And then hopefully we just mill them out. We do have Oracle to jumpstart again if we need to, but we got there anyways. And we pass the turn, and he dies. Beautiful. Chat, this deck's sweet. There is a mono green value list that I've wanted to try playing in Historic before, that plays like Chord and Relic. This is very old. This is from 2018. But I would play something like this, because this just looks very satisfying on paper to me. Also, do you remember the Voltaic Scales deck? I was looking at this the other day, where we played Steel Overseer plus Voltaic Servant. Remember when that was like real hot for a little while? So you could get double Overseer every turn. Kind of gnarly. Chat, this deck's fun. Are you having fun, chat? I'm having fun. I have been saving gold. We do have 15 gold, and I did get the pre-order thing. That's about as much money as we can put into it at the moment. But it should be enough to get us some jank brews going, you know? What do we got? Rumble. We do have the combo in hand plus a stock up. We're gonna try it out, chat. But I'd like to see if like Maverick Styles builds show up. I'd like to get a forest off of this, please. Thank you. How many types did that put? Instant sorcery, enchantment, artifact. So we can indeed woodland. He should just be... Ooh, Taste of the Shattered Pact. Remember when we tried to play that card with Leyline, chat? And it didn't go well? Opponent is playing 200 and bajillion cards. And that's what we like to see. We are just gonna set up to try and combo next turn, I think. We're just gonna copy Water Crystal on our... Or, we put a crystal, right? Yeah. We're just gonna copy Water Crystal on our upkeep and see how we do. Chat, this might be real satisfying. I don't know if you guys are prepared for how satisfying this might be. We might mill out the 230 card deck, chat. Are you prepped for that? Yes. All right, baby. Let's go. Take me to town. Here we go. Off to a great start. We just get to sit here and twiddle our thumbs. Chat, this is fantastic. I'm having a blast. Oh, it still goes? Even if our opponent... Chat, look at this. Apparently it still combos out even if... Oh. Chat, they wouldn't have even lost. Even though we were going to Oracle of Tragedy anyways, but... They'll need to add more cards. Yeah. That's the secret mill tech, you know? Ooh, chat, we got a rare. What is it? River Turn Monument. Speaking of mill. It is such a... I like that it's so satisfying to just watch it. What happens if they have Gaia's Blessing? Does it force the game into a draw? I would assume so. I mean, it's not guaranteed that we... Should we keep this hand, chat? We have Cash Grab plus Rumble to find us a blue land. We're going to try it. It's not guaranteed we hit consecutive, but there's a pretty good chance that we mill them and just keep hitting Gaia's Blessing. Oh, never mind. We found a blue source. Chat, we're so freaking good at this game. Give me a... What? Give me a Utopia Sprawl. We don't have a forest. But just in case, chat. But yeah, I think if you would hit it X amount of times over and over, it would eventually force the game into a draw. Which also, chat, we haven't played Spark Double plus Garruk Relentless yet. We have to do that at some point. What do we want to do here? Let's just Rumble again. Let's grab a Vista. Does that turn on that? It does. What are we looking for? Just a tutelage at this point? Not feeling a lot of pressure from our opponent. We did not find a tutelage. We might just take a Water Crystal then. Pass back to opponent. But we should play that combo and just force draws. I feel like that's going to be fun. Chat, side note, I really wish Pets on Arena did more stuff. Do you guys get that? I wish, like, these goblins, like, hung out. Let's just play Crystal. Maybe we'll get Reprieved or Fragmented or something. Mana-tithed. We got Reprieved. Which is fine. Opponent's not really doing anything, which is good for us. They do hit their 4th lands. They're just going to keep swinging at us for one at a time. Boom, 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 boom. Can I play this, please? Or are you just going to reprieve me again? I'm going to get reprieved again. Love it. It's okay, chat. We do have Crystal in the yard, so we can, if we need to, just shifting Woodland it. Don't have a forest yet. This Utopia Sprawl was a bad take. Johnny, Strength of the Pride. You got it, Super Chief. Plus Soul Warden. Love it. Opponent will make a Thingamabobber and then put 2 counters on it. Go up to 24. And then up to 26. Swing at us for 1. Pass back. Okay. Luckily, they tapped out, which is good for us. Yeah, let's just play Crystal. I know we got nothing else, but hopefully we can just find tutelage next turn. We only have 2 blue sources, which is kind of tough. Which means we can't, like, jumpstart it, and there might be a point where he gains enough life to wipe our board. The double reprieve really hurt us. Do we care if we get smacked here? We go down to 5? I guess we should block, yeah. Probably. We'll go down to 11 instead. Alright, we find a stock up. Let's start there. See if we can find tutelage. If we find tutelage plus lands... That's not the one... It's the one land we don't need, chat. Unfortunately. He's gonna gain at least 1 and give one of those flying. But either way, we're dead, right? So I think we're best off just playing Oracle, and we're best off just trying to go for an upkeep win. I think. We're going to discard the tutelage. We can hedge maze. I mean, we can make another blocker. Right, he's gonna gain life here. So these go to 15. 14, sorry. Swings 1 in the air. We block here, and then we still take all these. So I think we're just dead, chat. Back-to-back reprieves trying to kill this. Unless he just, like, doesn't see that line for whatever reason. He could also just blow up our board with a Johnny. But he is a life gain player. So there's a chance he just doesn't know what he's doing. No, he has a faithful absence. We were dead from the beginning, chat. We tried our best. We tried our darndest. Shouldn't have taken the Utopia Sprawl, but that's okay. There's no rules here, chat. There's no rules. There's nothing riding on this. What is my favorite archetype? You know, I don't really know. Just whatever kind of tickles my fancy. I feel like I very much enjoy, like, interesting engines. Like, value style lists. But I don't think there's really anything specific. We're gonna sack this Vista first. And then we're gonna... We could also just Oracle, but I think we're gonna Rumble here. And let's grab... We don't really need a land, but we're gonna take a land. But like, one of my favorite cards is Lonus, Cryptozoologist. I like that card a lot because it's like its own engine. If you play something like, we play 4-color rectangles, and we play like Marionette Master, and then you can like one-shot people by sacking all your clues. Like, it does fun stuff. Chat, can we survive one more turn? That's my question to you. Do you believe in us? Do you believe the heart in the cards? Because next turn, we can Water Crystal with the Eldrazi, and then Breeding Pool, and then draw a card off Consider, and hope we mill. Opponent has second land, so he puts a counter on that. It goes up to a 5. He gets a 10, and then he... Chat! Remember that whole thing I talked about not having any interaction? It's really come back to get us. It's really come back to get us against these decks that have interaction. But there's no rules, chat. We're not worried. We're not worried. We just move on to the next one. Interactions for the birds, baby. Interactions for the birds. Believe in the heart of the cards with no cards in your deck. Praven. That's us. Oh, chat, we got turn 1 thought seized. Fuck. Watch this shit. What was I facing earlier? I was facing blue-black rogues with 4 main deck surgical extractions. And I think I was on like some Simic Oracle deck, and I just wanted to shoot myself. Opponent took our Sphinx's tutelage. That's hot. Little does he know, we're playing Shifting Woodland. We're gonna consider here. Consider the following. Omniscience was a good pickup. We're gonna snag a second blue source and just play Archaeologist. Maybe hit anything relevant. Let's grab the Sprawl. Not really in a rush here. Opponent's not putting pressure on us. Don't know what they're doing. Are they playing a town deck? I sack a creature and he makes a token. I'm into it. Let's play Tutelage. And pass back. Alright, opponent's on Black-Red Wizards. Isn't this a standard deck? Alright, let's sprawl our own card for green. And then we'll play another Archaeologist. We're just looking for a crystal at this point, which we did not find. So we'll take another sprawl. We're still at a healthy 18. Opponent really just out here making black mages, dude. You know what? More power to him. We do get to mill. Alright, chat. Let's cash grab. We do find the water crystal, but I think we're just gonna take Woodlands. And then, do we wanna... Let's just sprawl this. We'll try and go for a win in the upkeep, like we did before. Hopefully, opponent can't kill us this turn off of 3 lands. And now I'm happy that I took the woodland instead of the water crystal, because opponent would have just stole it from our hands. All right, upkeep. Hopefully they're not playing anything silly. Draw. And let's see what we can do here, chat. Come on. Keep it going. Keep it going. Beautiful. Good game. Pass back, and they die. Fantastic, chat. So satisfying. Fishy! What's crack-a-lackin'? Fishy, I'm sorry, but we're not playing Plarg. I know you're a big Plarg fan. We're just memeing around, playing random stuff tonight. Prepping a little bit. We did an Edge of Eternity's prep. Bum, bum, bum. This hand's pretty good. I'll probably throw a Consider out turn 1. And we will... Do we need a... Yeah, we'll take another Rumble. We'll Rumble turn 2 here. Try to hit a 3rd land. Want to play Bishop of Wings. Ooh. I do think it's a little more important that we hit our land drops rather than grab the tutelage. So we'll just pass. And then we can just water... Or no, we don't have a blue source. But we can forest, sprawl, blue. And then go from there. Oh, shifting woodland. Beauteous. What do we want to do? Can do a few things here, chat. Let's go green source here. Blue. Cast crystal. Hopefully not get fragmented. And then upkeep. Copy. This is green, right? No. We're fine. We'll copy tutelage. Bygone cost is the fear of change. Always hit Progenitus. I'm into that. Always hitting Progenitus seems pretty good. And you can do that, what? Turn... Wait, is fear a sack ability? Oh, I'm sorry.